All right, let's turn now to exploring the Shema, discussions on the issues of Trinity. We've got 20 minutes left in the study as I'm looking at my little timer here, and we're going to use all 20 of those minutes to discuss the topic. I understand that for many people, we jump right into the technical part of the Greek to try to prove that our position, our version of the scriptures, where it teaches that in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God, is the best translation. And others can't get so technical. Others prefer a theological approach. My viewership, my readership, and the people who comment on my videos have been, so far, more interested in the technical. And I myself am prone to be more technical. But I realize that for many people, it's not a technical argument. And so here's what I'm going to let you know, just as an overview. This week, these next 4 or 5 videos, whatever's produced from this segment of study, I'm going to get technical one last time for John 1:1. All right, let's do it. Let me close that. We don't need that tab. All right, let's see if we can make this make sense. Let me just give you an overview of what we're going to look at in case you get lost in the forest because of all the trees. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at John 1:1 in the Greek. And we'll do this by looking at just the English, the Greek. We'll use the interlinear tool that I've got pulled up to look at some of the parts of speech. We'll look at a little bit of how the words are put together. We'll then pull in, if we've got time here, we're going to see if I can do all this in 15 minutes. We'll pull in the Jehovah's Witnesses translation according to John. I've got jw.org's Jehovah's Witnesses Bible pulled up, and I've got their translation pulled up. When you can see here, right in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was, there it is, a God. And then we're also going to look at their study notes here. The Word was a God. We'll look at that as well tonight. And then next, if we've got time, we'll begin to look at a video. We'll examine this as part of our study. I'll see if I can get this done tonight. I've got to get this done tonight. John 1:1 is discussed by a teacher by the name of Dr. Jeff Vickers, who is a Trinitarian teacher. So this will be the standard Christian argument against the Jehovah's Witnesses rendering. There's a video available, and I've got his video pulled up here so you can see the link if you'd like to go and watch the full video. It's about 21 minutes long. I'm not going to watch all the video tonight. Instead, what I prepared are slides, snapshots from certain parts of the video, and we'll use that as our study. But I do encourage you, I'll put a link to the video below in my description so you can go back and watch the video on your own. But I'm going to give you the overview of what Dr. Vickers presents to us, and we'll do that using the slides that I created. And then we're going to see some other passages that help us to understand that some of the technicalities of Greek is helpful for us. This is again the technical part. It's helpful for us to appreciate why John used the words the way he did. We'll also lastly look at what I've got pulled up for you on my screen is a comment from one of my readers on one of my videos. I took a little screenshot where he alerts me to the fact that John 1:1 is one of the most disputed scripture verses, and he alerts us to the fact that there's this very old Coptic translation. I mean, when we say old, we're talking 2nd century version that actually is translated as a God, because in the Sahidic Coptic language, there's a definite and an indefinite article. So we'll get to that in time as well. So let's cover all of that tonight. Okay, so that's the overview, and let me just again give you the short answer up front when it comes to this technical part. The short answer to all of this technicality is that even though the rendering of "in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was a God," because the Greek lacks the definite article here when it comes to these words, even though a God is possible, I will admit that it is possible. We could put that in there because there's no definite Greek article. And we're going to look at it here in a moment. Even though it's possible, the grammar rules that we're going to walk through, along with the theology behind what John is giving to us, along with the extant understanding of, from a Hebraic perspective, of God's role among mankind. Again, this is going to carry over into next week as creator and things like that. All of this, along with the fact that John does not use a definite article in other parts of just John chapter 1, lead us to a best practices conclusion that in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was a God is a bad translation. Rather, in the beginning was the Word was with God, and God was the Word, or the Word was the God. literally. The word was the God is the best translation, and we'll try to arrive at that point. So we'll see if I can do this in the next 10 minutes, okay? Ready? Some of this is going to go by a little fast, so you got to stick with me.